Hey everybody, I'm in Cedar City, Utah, and I wanted to show you some history here. Here's a water tender. Yep, we've come a long way. This is a water tender, and it was horse drawn. And if you look back here, they have a piping here from the tank. Right there's the pipe that comes down, and this was a sprayer. And there's one on the other side, same thing, that's just gravity feed down. And these water tenders were used to water roads down and haul water for people. And this particular one was built around 1894. So as you can see, we've come a long ways from 1894. Didn't even know they had them back then until I came here to Cedar City, Utah. So just a little quick check-in. Thought you guys would find that interesting. So I'm going to show you some of the construction here. Here the operator sat. That's the fill. And then down here, look at this lever. So this lever comes down here. When you pull it, it goes down this tube. And then back here, it had a lever, and it would go through a yoke and then connect here. So it would pull the valve up, and then this would let the water spray out, all by gravity feed. So pretty interesting how they designed that in 1897. And there's one on the other side. So if you look over here, the other side, it's the same exact setup. And interesting. Then here, they had a place where you could hang a hose, probably a hard suction or a hard hose, to fill this through the top. So whatever creek they were gravity feeding from, or a municipal source of some kind in the area, there's really no documentation on it that I've seen. And they were banded here, and I really can't tell what kind of wood. If anyone knows, that would be great. And it's got a chinking in between the boards here. You can see here. And of course water would help it swell from the inside, keep things tight. But interesting how the engineering on how they bolted things down. So interesting history. Not sure what this was for. That's the operator's seat. It was only drawn by one horse. Well, no, I take it back. Look at that. Picture of two horses hauling it, and two people up on top. And then it shows the side here as maybe a different design. You can see the hose coming down. The brakes that they used. And again, this is how they actuated the brakes. This is the brake line, if you will. And then on this side, this is the right side valve. Open and close the valve. So looking at the tank, I'm gonna guess, I don't have anything to measure the dimensions, but I'm gonna guess it's about 600 gallons. I don't know, it doesn't say. It'd be cool if I had some measurements, I could measure it and figure it out, but it's actually it might be 1,000 gallons. So let me know what you think. So check this out. This is a fire engine. Actually, that's what this is. It's a fire fighting piece of machinery that was carried by or pulled by men. You'd get a man on each side and pull it to the fire. And the way this worked is it carried about 30 to 65 gallons of water along with bicarbonated soda. And when they got to the site of the fire, they would add a chemical to pressurize it. So they used sulfuric acid to the tank, which caused a chemical reaction, which then pressurized the tank and created the flow of the water. It usually worked well on fires that were small and not too distant. They carried, at the time, they only had 100 or 75 feet of hose to go along with this. So I don't know, first fire engine. That's what they did back in the day. I think again this was 1890, so that this was in use. I'm a big history buff. I like history. What can I say? One other thing I should note on this is if you look down here, that was where the hose connected. It looks like probably inch and probably 1 inch, maybe inch and a quarter. And then this is how they loaded it up front when they put it in service. So basically, it was a fire extinguisher back in the day. Pretty cool, huh?